So this is the car that I'm going to be reviving on this channel. One of the few things, or one of the many things I'm probably going to be working on this channel. It's a 54 Bel Air. As far as I know, it's been sitting 40 years. I've rebuilt the carb, redone the ignition, got new plugs, wires, new cap and rotor, new coil, new points. I've got to get the new radiator installed because the old one has a bunch of holes in it. But overall, the car is not in bad shape. Some rust in the rear quarter. And down there's a little crusty. Most of the chrome is good. A little rust down there, and then the worst of my problems. Somebody hit this thing and did a number on this quarter panel. But we're gonna get her going again. Interior's pretty good. Carpets, somebody put AstroTurf in the carpet, so there's that. But headliner got chewed up. But other than that, it's not bad. This has got the 3 on the tree. No power steering. And today I'm going to install the new rebuilt fuel pump. And we're going to see if I can't get it to start using a little gas out of that can and a hose. So I'm going to get this put on quick and then I will be right back. Alright, new fuel pump is installed, or well, rebuilt fuel pump. And I just put a barbed fitting out the other side into my can of gas. Which, now that I'm looking at that, I forgot to put the hose on the vacuum pump side to block that off. So we're going to put this on right down here. Because right now, when I got this car, this vacuum pump side wasn't hooked up. And I don't think I need it right now. It's just there because, as you can see, the wiper motor is vacuum operated, which just runs down to the intake manifold. So sometimes they would put a vacuum pump on there to help the wipers, basically. 1954 technology, gotta love it. And this is still a 6-volt system, and I plan to keep it that way. We are going to try and stay as original as possible. And I don't like those wheels for reference, although maybe without the wire cap on them. But I do have the original steels. I just need to find one more hubcap for it. So we are going to, where'd my key go? I'm going to give her a little shot here of starting fluid. I don't think the choke needs to be closed. Get her to start on that, and hopefully she starts drawing fuel fairly quickly. Apparently my battery is low. I will have to do so. Threw a trickle charger on it. While that sits, take a minute to talk about this thing a little more. It's, as far as I know, brakes definitely don't work. The pedal just goes to the floor. So eventually I got to get the master cylinder out of it, which is under that floor. Right there. So that's going to be fun to try and work on, because obviously I don't have a lift, but that's just one thing I got to deal with. Yeah, I need to find a proper carpet for this, because I don't like this AstroTurf type stuff. You know, firewall is all solid under there. I do need to do new heater hoses. I'd like to find a radio for this thing, because that's not in there. Yeah, I gotta get new battery tray for it. Might need to get a fuel tank, not sure yet. I need to get this door looked at. It don't latch all the way. Yeah, I'll have to pull all these wheels off, get the drum brakes gone through. I'll show you inside the trunk here real quick. I've got all the, 2 of the wheels are over there. The other 2 are in here, which sometimes likes to work. There we go. So yeah, I've got a spare one of those. I've got all those. There's 3 of these hubcaps, which aren't in too bad a condition, really. I mean, this is the worst one, and that would clean up real easy, I bet. So I need to get that done. That is not the original jack, obviously, but yeah, I mean, overall, everything in this car is pretty good. I mean, there's a little bit of damage there. That's fixable. You know, there's, you know, I can't really see it on camera, but there's a dent right there. Another one there. But yeah, that's one of the things we're going to work on. And then the other thing I'm going to work on, I will show you here in a minute. So in this shithole of a garage, which, yes, it's a mess. There's shit everywhere, but I have a motorcycle frame on a jig here that I'm going to hardtail for my wife. And the engine going in this is, I believe it is a 1200cc out of a 97 or 96 Buell White Lightning. So basically a Harley Sportster engine with more power. But now this seats came off of what this bike was. But I've got all the pipes for the hardtail kit here. Yeah, I've got this thing jigged up. I believe all of this is still going to have to come out and get redone to fit that engine, because this was originally a small Kawasaki. So yeah, I think I'm going to have to cut it from like right here and then cut off up here, maybe even up into this backbone a little bit. Get all of that off, get the rest of it built up, and then I'll re-brace all of that too. But yeah, this thing's going to be, you know, quite long. But that is what she decided she wanted. And yeah, this is a Chop Source jig kit. But that is a project for later months. Okay, so we're back. I had to leave it sit overnight to charge that battery up, so I now have it hooked back up. It's turning over. We're gonna see if we can't get it to fire up. Give her some juice, and then I'm just going to cross the starter because I have the key turned on. Well, sign of life, but I haven't got fuel into the pump yet, so we're going to see. I'm not fast enough for this. I'm starting to see fuel down there. Okay, let's see. I don't know if I got fuel in the carb yet or not. Gotta love these old engines. That's running. And for a 40-year-old, or, well, sitting for 40 years and 70-year-old engine and it's not smoking, that's pretty good. Let's see what happens when I give it a little gas. I need a screwdriver. Yeah, my pile of tools is not organized. But that's running. Oh, now we got a little smoke. Oil pressure's alive. And we're not charging, but I kind of figured that was going to happen. Does the key work? Hey, the key shuts it off. Bonus. All right. Well, there's that. It runs. It doesn't run terrible. I mean, burning off a lot of old oil and grease buildup. I tried to clean some of it, but it obviously didn't work the greatest. I do still need to adjust timing properly. I know that, but I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can, if I can get the camera down in here. But there is that little hole. I have to find the marks that are on the flywheel through that hole to be able to set the distributor. So that's fun. Plus, I mean, I need to get a new wire here, fix that, put an end on that ground wire, put an end on this wire here. Somebody at one point or another did some splicing. And not very well either. But I can easily get a hold of new wires. That's not a problem. Glad the carb works, because that was going to be a problem if that didn't. So, alright. That's probably going to end it for this video. I guess next is going to be clean out the fuel tank. I got to get the brakes going through. I got to get these wheels off first. And that'll be another video going through brakes. And possibly a few other things. We'll see. But make sure to like, subscribe, comment. And I'll see you in the next one.